Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to chemistry class. Today we are going to study about Davison and Germer experiment, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, quantum mechanical model of an atom. First upon Davison and Germer experiment. In last class we studied about that de Broglie proposed that electrons has dual nature. Electrons has dual nature. But Albert Einstein proposed that only light has dual nature, like particle and wave. But after that, de Broglie extended the Einstein experiment. He proposed that electrons also has wave nature and particle nature. Here, Davison and Germer in 1927 experimentally proved that electrons has wave nature. Electrons has wave nature. How they proved? They did an experiment. What experiment? They take one of the electrical filament, tungsten filament, and they allowed the accelerated beam of electron on the nickel crystal. The accelerated beam of electrons allowed to fall on the nickel crystal. When the beam of electrons strikes on the nickel crystal, it is scattered or diffracted in different direction. Okay. These diffracted electrons, diffracted waves, they measured in a detector. Okay. The Davison and Germer allowed the accelerated beam of electrons, allowed the accelerated beam of electrons on the nickel crystal. When the beam of electrons strikes on the nickel crystal, it diffracted. The electron waves scattered in different direction. Electron wave, it is diffracted or scattered in different direction. They collected, the Davison and Germer collected these diffracted waves in a detector. Okay. By this experiment, they proved the electrons and electrons has wave nature. Already we know electrons as a particle. Electron is a particle. The fundamental particles of an atom means proton, neutron and electrons. But here Davison and Germer experimentally proved that electrons also has wave nature. Here now confirmed electrons as wave and particle nature. Electrons has dual nature. Finding the wave nature of electrons leads to various developmental techniques. What are the uses of finding of wave nature of electrons? What are the uses? It is used to development of various experimental techniques such as electron microscope, low energy electron diffraction, etc. The diffraction pattern, it is similar to the X-ray diffraction pattern. When the beam of electron, it strikes on the nickel crystal, the scattering of electron waves, it is similar to the X-ray diffraction pattern. So by this experiment, it is used to develop various experimental techniques such as electron microscope, low energy electron diffraction, electron microscope and low energy electron diffraction, etc. Understood? Okay, I hope all of you understood. Then secondly, we're going to study about Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Okay, we know that electrons as dual nature, whatever dual nature, electrons as wave nature and particle nature. Okay, according to Bohr's concept, this is the nucleus. The electrons are revolve around the nucleus in a particular, the fixed orbit. Fixed orbit. Electrons are revolves around the nucleus in a fixed stationary orbit. Okay, here Heisenberg tried to know about the position of electrons, which position it revolves, and also he tried to find the momentum of electrons, and also he tried to find the momentum of electrons. Whatever he tried to find out, which position electrons revolve around the nucleus, which position. Okay, the Bohr already suggested that the nucleus, it is present at the center of the atom and the electrons are revolve around the nucleus. Okay, but he failed to explain whatever position, which position electron revolves around the nucleus and which speed, which momentum the electrons are revolves around the nucleus. What do you mean by momentum? Momentum means mass and V. Mass and V. Mass does not change. You know about the mass of the electron. What is the mass of the electron? 9.11 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram. This is the mass of an electron. You know. Okay, so momentum means mass and velocity. So mass we know. So velocity, he tried to find out the velocity of the electron. Heisenberg tried to find out the position, which position the electrons moving and which speed it is moving. Okay, electron is a very tiny particle. It is very tiny microscopic particle. It is difficult to find out the position it revolves and which speed it revolves. It is very difficult to find out. But in case of macroscopic particle, we can easily find the position and momentum. Momentum means speed. Momentum means speed and mass. Velocity M and V. M into V means momentum. Okay. Here, for example, if we are throwing a ball, we know about the mass of the ball. We can see about the ball. So if we are throwing a ball from particular place to other place, we can find out which position the ball is moving, which position it is moving, which position which is going. And we can find out what's the speed of that ball. We can find out. Okay. But in the case of microscopic particles such as electron, we cannot find out the position and momentum of the particle. We cannot find out. Okay. So that is said by the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Uncertainty means, what do you mean by uncertainty? Uncertainty, not accurate, not accurate. Certain means a particular. Uncertainty means not accurate. Okay. So he did an experiment, and from that experiment he proposed that it is impossible to accurately determine both the position and the momentum of a microscopic particle simultaneously. Okay, he did an experiment. Here we know from about experiment here, your book not having, no need to study about that. So by that experiment, from that experiment, he proved about that it is impossible. It is impossible to accurately determine both the position and momentum of a microscopic particle. Position and momentum of a microscopic particle simultaneously. If you didn't having book, you take notes now. Okay. So uncertainty means it is something having mistake, something having error for the value. Okay. Simultaneously, at the same time, we cannot measure the position and momentum of the particle. At the same time, it is impossible to accurately determine both the position and the momentum of a microscopic particle simultaneously. But in the case of macroscopic particle, can determine the position and the momentum. Momentum means speed of the particle simultaneously. Okay, according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, delta x is equal delta x into delta p, it is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. This is the equation for Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Uncertainty delta means it is maybe change. Okay, it is not corrected, it is not accurate. So delta x means uncertainty position. Delta p means momentum. Momentum means mass into velocity. P is equal to m into v. Okay, understand? Let us understand by calculating the uncertainty in the velocity of the electron in hydrogen atom. Let us understand this term by calculating the uncertainty in the velocity of electrons in hydrogen atom. First of all, we can measure the velocity. Velocity means delta v. How we get the velocity? From momentum. Delta p is equal to m into delta v. The mass will not change. Electron mass, 9.11 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram. It does not change. So velocity only will change. Okay. So let us understand this concept by calculating the uncertainty in the velocity of electron in hydrogen atom. Because hydrogen atom radius of hydrogen atom already Bohr determined, experimentally determined. Neil and Bohr determined the velocity of hydrogen, radius of hydrogen atom. Okay, radius of hydrogen. Hydrogen, you know, atomic number 1. Only one orbit is there, hydrogen. This is the nucleus of the hydrogen, and this is the first orbit of the hydrogen. Only one electron is here. What do you mean by radius? Radius means the distance between center of the nucleus and outermost orbit. The distance between center of the nucleus and outermost orbit. Hydrogen, you know, very small atom. So radius is very small. So already he measured. What is the value? 0.529 Armstrong. 0.529 Armstrong. Armstrong means 0.529 into 10 power minus 10 meter. Very small. Okay. So by this value, assuming that the position of the electron in this orbit, from this value, the radius of the electron, hydrogen atom electron, 0.529, radius of the orbit. Okay, so assuming that the radius of the orbit, from the radius of the orbit, assuming that the position of the electron in this orbit, that is determined with accuracy of 0.5% of the radius. Only assume. Okay, assume that Bohr already determined the radius of orbit of the hydrogen atom, 0.529. From this radius of the hydrogen atom, the Heisenberg assume the position of the electron in this orbit, which position the electrons are revolved. He assumed that it is 0.5% accuracy. 0.5, very low percentage accuracy he determined. Okay, so uncertainty in position is equal to delta x. Delta x, it is equal to how much percentage? 0.5% accuracy of this electrons revolves in this orbit. So 0.5% means delta x, what is the position of electrons in this orbit? Delta x is equal to 0.5% means 0.5 divided by 100 into 0.529 into 10 power minus 10 meter. This is the radius of hydrogen orbit. Okay, so in this, from this radius, he assumed that it is the position of electron, it is 0.5% accuracy. Okay, by dividing and multiplying in these three values, we get 2.2645 into 10 power minus 13, 10 power minus 10 meter. Okay, we get this point will go after 3 digit, we get 2.645 into 10 power minus 3, because the point will go after 3 digit, 1, 2, 3. So 10 power minus 3 we can write into 10 power minus 10 meter. By adding this power value, we get 2.645 into 10 power minus 13 meter. Understood? So now we determine the delta x, means at uncertainty position we find out. Okay, then we have to find out the velocity of electrons. Velocity, position, we find out accurately, that is 0.5% accurately we find out the position of the electron in hydrogen atom. Now we are going to find out which speed this electron is revolve around the nucleus. Okay, so from the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, delta x into delta p, it is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Okay. So here delta x into delta p means momentum. Momentum, it is equal to m into v. So delta x, delta p means m into m delta v. So mass of the electron, does not change. So velocity only change. So m del v, it is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Okay, understood? Here we have to find out the delta v. Velocity only we have to find out. So delta v is equal to, delta v, it is greater than or equal to h by, this delta x m goes here, h by 4 pi m into delta x. We know all the value, we know h is the Planck constant. What is the value for h? 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter square per second. And pi value, we know what is the value of 5, 3.14. And del x value, position, uncertainty position, we now calculated. What is the value? 2.645 into 10 power minus 13 meter. Okay. We can substitute this value in this equation, this formula. Two 0.645 into 10 power minus 13 meter is substituted. From this, calculating this value, we get delta v, this greater than or equal to 2.189 into 10 power 8 meter. This is the accurate velocity. This is the velocity of electron for the hydrogen atom. Velocity of electrons in the hydrogen atom. Okay. Therefore, the uncertainty in the velocity of electron, uncertainty velocity, delta v means uncertainty velocity. It will be changed. Okay. When electron, when revolving around the nucleus, it can lose the energy and the velocity will be changed. So uncertainty means it is not correct. Okay. So uncertainty in the velocity of the electron is comparable with the velocity of light. What is the velocity of light? You know, 3 into 10 power 8. This is the velocity of light. So the uncertainty in the velocity of electron is comparable with the velocity of light. At this high level of uncertainty, uncertainty means we don't know clearly about that. There is uncertainty. Okay. So at a high level of uncertainty, it is very difficult to find out the exact velocity. It is very difficult to find out the exact velocity of electron. This is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. I hope all of you understood. Then we are going to study about quantum mechanical model of an atom. Quantum mechanical model of an atom. We studied many atom model under classical mechanics. Okay. We studied many atom model under classical mechanics. Many atom model. Bohr atom model, Rutherford atom model, and J.J. Thomson atom model. Okay, many atom model we studied under classical mechanics. The classical mechanics failed to explain Heisenberg uncertainty principle and the dual behavior of electrons. In classical mechanics failed to explain Heisenberg uncertainty principle and dual behavior of electrons. The dual behavior of electrons was explained by de Broglie. Dual behavior of electrons was explained by de Broglie. The classical mechanics does not consider the dual nature of matter, which is need to microscopic particles such as electrons. Which is need to microscopic particles such as electron to determine the dual nature of matter. So it fails to explain the motion of microscopic particle. Okay, so the macroscopic particle, in the case of macroscopic particle, we no need to experiment to determine the wave nature and particle nature. We know about the wave, how it is, how is the velocity, how is the wave nature, how is the speed. Okay, we can understand. So macroscopic particle, we no need to experiment. But microscopic particle, we don't know about the dual nature of matter. Okay, so other classical mechanics fail to explain the dual nature of microscopic particles. Microscopic particles such as proton, neutron, electron, etc. On the basis of these two things, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle and dual behavior of electrons, the quantum mechanics was developed. Quantum mechanics were developed on the basis of which Heisenberg uncertainty principle and dual behavior of electrons. Heisenberg uncertainty principle and de Broglie proposition. On the basis of these two concepts, the new quantum mechanics was developed. The new quantum mechanics was developed. Who developed the new quantum mechanics? That is Schrödinger. Schrödinger developed the new quantum mechanics. Okay, we call this Schrödinger wave equation. About that, tomorrow we can study clearly. Tomorrow we will study about that. Okay. Today, our assignment, Davison and Germer experiment, and then Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The two assignment I should study and write and send me through WhatsApp. Very few students only study and send me through my WhatsApp number. Others didn't study now, didn't write and send me. Please, students, so you should study daily portion daily. This is very easy to your further studying. Okay, so some students ask me to mark the questions in book. You have the book, so ask to mark the questions. Now I am going to that's why I am going to mark the questions in your book now. Those who are having book, check it now. Page number 42. Take page number 42. What is about the Davison and Germer experiment from the third line. From third line, the Davison and Germer experiment from the third line. They allowed to accelerated beam of electrons to fall on a nickel crystal and recorded the diffraction pattern. The resultant diffraction pattern, it is similar to X-ray diffraction pattern. The finding of wave nature of electron leads to the development of various experimental techniques such as electron microscope, low energy diffraction, electron diffraction, etc. Up to here, mark this question. Okay, and second question, what about Heisenberg's uncertainty principle? Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. The dual nature of matter imposes a limitation on the simultaneous determination of position and velocity of a microscopic particle. Based on this, Heisenberg arrived at his uncertainty principle, which states that from here onwards, you mark the question. From here onwards, it is impossible to accurately determine both the position and the momentum of the microscopic particles simultaneously. From here and here you mark, and you mark the equation. From here you mark where delta x into delta p, it is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi, where delta x and delta p are uncertainties in determining the position and momentum respectively. Then next paragraph, fifth line onwards. Let us understand this by calculating the uncertainty in the velocity of the electron in hydrogen atom, assuming that the position of the electron in this orbit determined with the accuracy of 0.5% of the radius. Uncertainty in position is equal to delta x is equal to the first 0.5% by 100% is not correct. The second line you mark now. Okay, second, this is wrong. It's equal to 0.5 by 100 into 0.529 into 10 power minus 10 meter. So delta x is equal to 2.645 into 10 power minus 13 meter. From the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, delta x into delta p, it is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. So delta x into m into delta v, it is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Delta v, it is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi into m into delta x. So delta v, it is greater than or equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter square per second by 4 into 3.14 into 9.11 into 10 power minus 31 kilogram into 2.645 into 10 power minus 13 meter. From this value we get delta v, it is greater than or equal to 2.189 into 10 power 8 meter. Therefore, the uncertainty in the velocity of the electron is comparable with the velocity of light. At this high level of the uncertainty, it is very difficult to find out the exact velocity. Up to here, you mark. Okay, it is very easy. It is not difficult. Okay, study well.